Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we've got another video for you. This time we're doing another Black Library review and we're looking at the story 8 Lamentations, Warclaw by Josh Reynolds. So this is another story that features in the 8 Lamentations series. It's a series of stories connected that Josh Reynolds has written, focusing on a group of characters who are working for the smith god Grungi, trying to hunt down these artifacts of Khorne and bring them to him so that he can turn them into either weapons of order or into tools for order. There's a bunch of different short stories and books all across the place about this series, and the main book you need to read probably before looking at this is the 8 Lamentations, Spear of Shadows, which is where it all starts and all begins. In this story you'll follow Volkner, who will be our main character, and a couple of other characters that feature in the previous book as well, as they hunt down what is known as the Warclaw. It's a claw weapon made by Khorne's greatest artificers that, if falling into the wrong hands, can cause some serious bad things to happen for the forces of order, destruction and death. It is anyone that's not chaos does not want these items falling into the wrong hands. And so, let's talk about, I guess, favourite characters. For me, Volkner is just such a fantastic character. He has really grown since the start of the series in this book, and his relationships with characters that feature alongside him in this book are fantastic. I keep saying book, but I do mean audio drama. It's just, I guess, the nature of doing these when they're sort of how they are. But he's definitely my favourite character, and everything he's done, he's really grown as a character over time reading through these stories. The characters in this definitely as well feel real. I mean, there's particular characters. The dwarf you see on the front cover there is an integral part to the plot, and his character development and his storyline throughout the entire audio drama is just really great. Volkner himself, as mentioned, has just grown leaps and bounds, and every story I read about him, I fall in love with that character more and more. This story does keep you guessing. There's particular characters that his story arc really unfolds really well and smartly, and you just never see some of the plot turns, twists and turns that you do by the end of this story. It's a really well written audio drama, and it just has twists and turns and plot swerves and all that sort of stuff throughout the entirety of this cool audio drama. I guess my favourite part of the book is when you find out what the Warclaw actually does. It's got some really cool effects, in this whole town where the story takes place in. It's really eerie and horrifying, and there's some great moments within the whole story. I really think just the whole idea of these 8 Lamentations and the things they do and what they can do. They're weapons that have like abilities beyond your basic comprehension of even like other magical items. I mean, we take a look back, I guess, at the Spear of Shadows, and it's a spear that can travel between realms to get its prey. Once you throw it at the prey, they can't escape, it'll be hunted down, and the Warclaw has some amazing effects as well, as you'll find out when you follow through this story. Scenes that definitely make me feel strongly. I mean, there's a really great scene at the end of the audio drama that has all the main characters coming back together and finding out exactly what's causing the biggest problem in the story. And they all come together, and it's almost heartbreaking in a way when you find out what the reasoning is and all this sort of stuff. It really sort of just tugs at the heartstrings a little, and you really start to feel some sorrow and some grief and some of the pain that one of the characters is going through in the end of the story. And definitely, like, that just plays on to all the emotions I just mentioned as well, where like it's just tugging at heartstrings, and like you really do feel sorry for particular characters. It really does grip you. This was one that I listened to in a very short amount of time. I think I listened to this in pretty much one sitting, which is really cool. Warclaw is, of course, only a short one, but it's about 79 minutes, so it's just over an hour, which is pretty cool. But I listened to this in one fell sweep and really just could not stop listening to this fantastic story. Plot points for me that I think could have been done a little bit better. I guess I would have liked to see maybe more of the the main cast from the 8 Lamentations in here. There's only really 2 main characters that set out on this one. We are missing a couple of the characters, but of course they've all gone on the different ways, and that's the idea of these short stories, I guess, is that the party from the initial book is sort of split up and it's gone across all these different stories now, and we're finding all these different characters doing different things for Grungy. All in all, though, like I said, though, this is a fantastic story, and I'm going to give it 6 out of 8 realm stones. I think this is really nicely paced for the time it's set in. It's got really good hooks and swerves, and just great sort of drama, suspense, and even little bits of horror elements within the story as well. Definitely something I recommend going and picking up and giving a listen to. So it's going to get 6 out of 8 realm stones from me today. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any Black Library books you'd like us to review in the future, please do let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget also to like the video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the Black Library reviews that we do in the future. A special thank you to all the people who support the channel on Patreon. You're all fantastic people. Thank you so much to our Sinful Guard Militia, Christian Weir, Philip Ward, Cowspawn and Soren, and our Sinful Free Guild Regiment members James and AJC. Thank you so much for your additional support for the channel. If you'd also like to help more and support the channel on Patreon, you can do so by following the link down in the description of the video down below. Lastly, in the description as well, you'll find a link to our Discord server where you can come in and make your requests even more heard about what you'd like to see us review from Black Library over there. But also, you can come chat with me and other members of our fantastic community there. But that's it for today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, stay safe, stay well. Most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. And also, read those books on your goddamn shelf.